With the 17th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select CeeDee Lamb, wide receiver, Oklahoma.
Well, Dak Prescott just got another weapon to throw to, and CeeDee Lamb is a weapon in every shape of the word. By the way, his first full name is Cedarian. He was trying out for fourth grade football, and the coach couldn't say Cedarian, so I said, I'm just going to call you CeeDee. By the way, he wears the number 32 chain in honor of his uncle, Chester Ramirez, who passed away on a business trip when he was in China a few years ago. But CeeDee Lamb is a big play waiting to happen, and there you see the reaction as CeeDee Lamb is coming off the board here. Michael Irvin, we're talking about a player at Oklahoma that was a big play almost all the time he touched the ball.
Yes, he is, Trey, and this is a perfect pick for the Dallas Cowboys. I know they wanted to shore up the defense, but I knew as talking to them that Lamb was the first receiver they had on their board. And they talked about if he falls, they would have to snatch him up. Let me tell you what's great about this, because they got Amari Cooper and they got the young guy outside, Williams outside. But what this kid does, he can play in that slot position that was vacated by Randall Cobb. He played 70% outside last season, 30% in the slot. But he had productions from both spots, 7 touchdowns outside, 7 TDs from that slot, Mel. So he can play in the slot, and when he has to, he can go outside and make plays also.
4 career catches, Michael, of at least 40 yards. Third, and you talk about top.
They had about 20 guys who were being recruited by D1 schools, and that's pretty much factual. Deep throw, wide open, CeeDee Lamb, a touchdown. Busted defense.
CeeDee Lamb was going deep the whole way, right up the seam. Jalen Hurts, after he moved up in the pocket, able to throw on the move.
Alan Brooks again to the backfield. Hurts straight drop. Got time, going deep, far side, up for grabs. Caught! CeeDee Lamb! Wide receiver set. Hurts looks, steps up, looks across the middle, wide open. First down, CeeDee Lamb down to the 3. Coming now in the backfield. Fake it to Sermon. Hurts, touchdown, Oklahoma. CeeDee Lamb, it's already his night.
5 wides, Hurts back to pass against a 4-man rush. Stands in the pocket, throws it deep across the middle. He's got CeeDee again. First down into Yotes territory, and he's taken off his feet at the 43-yard line. 41 to go first quarter, back to pass Hurts. Looks right, flushed right, throws late, looking for the end zone. Wide open, CeeDee Lamb, and he'll walk in. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb.
He's uniforms for the Badgers. Here's Hurts. Goes through his progressions, throws off his back foot. CeeDee Lamb at the 40. He's got breakaway speed. CeeDee Lamb, 71 yards, touchdown OU. 6 to the 14. Hurts off his back foot. Oh, what a nice throw. CeeDee at 5. Hurts looks backside, throws over the middle, and it's a mullet. CeeDee Lamb again. TD, 65 yards.
Hurts to throw, and he swings it out to Lamb, makes a guy miss, and scores! Touchdown Sooners!
No punt needed this time, one play, and it's a touchdown.
Football running to the right, Jalen looking to throw, does, Lamb caught it, touchdown! Sooners! CeeDee Lamb, and Oklahoma strikes first in Dallas. In the formation, Hurts has it, handoff, flea flicker, back to Jalen, lob out, CeeDee wide open, caught at the 30, to the 25, dancing midfield to the 20, breaks a tackle, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! TD for CeeDee! Oh, mama! And the Sooners answer. A 51-yard flea flicker touchdown from Jalen Hurts to CeeDee Lamb. The running back here, play action, Hurts back to pass. Has time now, he's lobbing late for CeeDee, caught at the 10. Breaks away to the 5, he's still on his feet, and he pogos. Did he get in? Touchdown! How did he do that? CeeDee Lamb, a magic trick.
Shutouts for Wisconsin this season. Here's Jalen Hurts standing strong in the pocket over the middle. Here's CeeDee Lamb at midfield. And he loses an edge, goes down at the 42, try.
The pick is in. Let's go to the commissioner.
With the 51st pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Trevon Diggs, defensive back, Alabama.
All right, so the Cowboys thought they might go defensive back in the first round. Instead, CeeDee Lamb fell to him, and now Trevon Diggs, the younger brother of Stephon Diggs, is going to be a member of the Dallas Cowboys. By the way, the first ever NFL game Trevon Diggs went to, it was the Minneapolis Miracle game, in which his older brother Stephon scored the only walk-off touchdown in NFL postseason history as time expired, as the Vikings went on to beat the Saints in that game. And in fact, here is the game. I mean, if you're going to go to one, this is kind of bad, because what's going to live up to that for your next NFL game? But he was so happy to see his big brother do that. Of course, now he's with the Bills. So, Lewis, what are we thinking about Trevon Diggs here?
Look, I'll tell you what, when you get off the bus as a corner, this is what you want to look like. A guy who's 6'1", 205, easy, fluid hips, and has the deep speed to go ahead and get on his horse and cover the deep routes. He's a guy who's proficient in press coverage. You see here, he uses a soft motor, jams a wide receiver, and kind of just fades to the sideline on the slot fade and can make the pick. He can do all the things you need him to do. He just needs to do them consistently. Because at 6'1", 205 pounds, there should be no route that he can't cover, and there is no route that he can't cover. It's just a matter, again, of doing it consistently over and over. He's been schooled by the very best in Nick Saban. They know how to get corners ready to play in the NFL, and DJ, this guy should be a good player if he can hit his potential.
Yeah, size, athletic ability, and ball skills. And when I watched him, Lewis, I saw Aqib Talib. That's who he reminded me of. Aqib Talib coming out of college. Just an unbelievable ability to locate and then catch the football up above the rim like a wide receiver as a former wide receiver. Tremendous talent there that I thought had a chance to get into the first round. At this point in the draft, a nice pick there for the Dallas Cowboys, pairing up with CeeDee Lamb. Good start for Jerry Jones and company.
Clearly an athletic family. A third Diggs brother, Marshawn, was a DB at UAB.
Duke at midfield trying to hang around. Harris loads up and throws, and it's intercepted. Trevon Diggs. Speaking of that Bama secondary. Mississippi State. Here's Tommy Stevens. Take a deep shot down the middle of the field. And hung up too long for Osiris Mitchell. Trevon Diggs running with him step for step. Oh my gosh.
Ole Miss's second play. They threw a 75-yard touchdown pass on the first. Trying to do it again. And it's incomplete, looking for DeMarcus Lodge. And broken up by Trevon Diggs.
Well, that's what they do.
Garantano tried to get there. The ball comes out. Trevon Diggs running down the sideline. Trevon Diggs. Nobody's going to catch him. There are no flags.
Starkel on 3rd and 3, and another interception. He threw it right to Diggs. And Diggs, who had a fumble recovery for a touchdown last week, has a pick six this week. Touchdown, Bama. There's a flag down in the secondary, back at the 17.
Them down the field for a touchdown and got Alabama back in the ball game and won.
Diggs into the end zone. Trevon Diggs, the freshman from Maryland.
Diggs at the 44.
Oh, wow. How nice of a move was that?
Still up. What a cut. All the way down to the 20-yard line. Chris Thompson was first there. Face mask will be discussed, even if it was a gentle tug. Just don't see that anymore. Knocked away by Trevon Diggs, who just ran 100 yards coast to coast for that last Alabama touchdown.
Transfer and was at a junior college last year. Here's Story on the rollout on 3rd down and 6, and that pass batted away, incomplete. Diggs knocks it away from Jordan Jones. So it's 4th down.
This is such an unbelievable play.
Chris Thompson. Chris Thompson. Fumble.
I think it was Trevon Diggs, number 7, that got the big hit that produced the fumble. And Garrett Dieter, I thought he had it. I assume that was Garrett Dieter right there. He plays a lot of special teams.
Gallimore still whipping it around. A nice play by Trevon Diggs.
The corners for Alabama have been playing these coverages for years. Part of it is that they expect the throw to be a little late, a little outside, and you turn into the receiver, look back for the ball, and make that deflection.
He'll load up into a sea of Crimson Tide defenders, and it's picked off. And that is, I believe, Trevon Diggs that comes out of that pile. They had almost had an interception last week, and he gets clobbered by
that are on the clock. And let's see where the Dallas Cowboys, Mike McCarthy and Jerry Jones go with their next selection.
With the 82nd pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Neville Gallimore, defensive tackle, Oklahoma.
Okay, Neville Gallimore is a well-traveled prospect. He's a native of Ottawa, Ontario, but he also has Jamaican roots from his parents. And you take a look at notable Canadian players born. N'Keal Harry was a Canadian that went in the first round last year. And, of course, the Chiefs have a Super Bowl winning doctor from Canada in their guard, Laurent Duvernay-Tardif. But Neville Gallimore really wasn't getting any exposure in any way, shape, or form from his high school in Ottawa. So he had to go to a different Canada high school called Canada Prep in St. Catharines. That was 5 hours away, but Booger, that put him on the map, and that got him to Norman, Oklahoma.
And without a doubt, defensive coordinator in Dallas, Mike Nolan, has got to be happy because in Neville Gallimore, I tell you one word, vertical. He wants to get up the field. If you double team him, he knows how to get off and chase sideline to sideline. But in this new defensive scheme that Mike Nolan is going to bring, you need the guy that has that lateral ability to chase the ball carrier down, but also in passing situations, he can get up the field and push the pocket, realizing that you got DeMarcus Lawrence coming off the end. This is going to be a really good fit for a guy 6'3", 304 that wants to go north and south. Should be really good for the Dallas Cowboys.
So 2 Sooners in the Cowboys draft class, including CeeDee Lamb, the wide receiver in the first round. And then somehow Trevon Diggs was there for him in the second round. And Neville Gallimore is now going to be under the employ of Jerry Jones, the Cowboys owner, president, and GM. And there is Neville. Here we go. Good times tonight for the Gallimores.
And this for all those cats that I was ballin' with, saying rap ain't finna get my ass a scholarship. And how come every teacher's motto is music ain't gonna do for you what college did for me? That's the problem, Nancy, baby, I ain't you on me. Tonight I'm gonna party with the people that believe.
Brantley tried to go up the middle, and he got clocked by Gallimore. Gallimore, 310 pounds coming your way.
They call him the Canadian bulldozer.
Really big plays, especially Crawford.
There they go. There's a nice play. There's Neville Gallimore. It's the guy that Mike Stoops, a freshman, said that he is coming on, and he has a chance to really be a superstar up at the top.
30, empty backfield for Ellinger. Sam under pressure. Ellinger sacked. All right, how about this? Alex Grinch defense. Neville Gallimore getting to the quarterback. Texas 3-0. Duffy reverses, and Duffy running, lost it. Here's a forced fumble. That's what they've been working on at Oklahoma under Alex Grinch. Punched that ball loose. First turnover of the game for the Red Raiders. And Neville Gallimore got it.
He's being rewarded with an appearance in the championship game. Bohan in trouble, sacked, and the ball comes popping out. I believe Mike DeFee's blowing the play dead, and he is.
Ruling on the field was that the runner was down by contact. Down by contact. Second down.
And nowhere to go for Williams. Ran into his own guy, and they're going to give him forward progress to the 2, but Kansas will take its final timeout, and the Jayhawks will have to punt from the very back of their end zone.
Man who wears his sunglasses at night. Here's Cornelius, not that time. Neville Gallimore drops him. The junior from St. Catherine's. Second sack of the game for Oklahoma. The second half, and it might just be something as simple as that. As Duffy is swung around and dropped to the turf by Neville Gallimore, the junior from St. Catherine's, Ontario.
6% of his passes as a high school senior, but he started this opportunity in his college career by throwing it away. And this time he is sacked and he lost the ball. OU recovers at the 20-yard line. Neville Gallimore, another big play as he knocked it free.
Carter met by Gallimore.
Now the Oklahoma defense trying to rise up. Option play. Duggan into the arms of Neville Gallimore. He lost a yard.
Play fake. Ellinger and nothing. Great job this time by the Oklahoma front line. Neville Gallimore. 130.
That boy is good.
Reggie Robinson on the back end. He is their best cover man. Excellent in man-to-man coverage.
boy is good.
Some specific language in his contract, Lewis, because the two things he enjoys doing back in Laie, Hawaii, cliff jumping and swimming and petting sharks. That's right, Lewis. He says they're just sea dogs. They're very friendly. The Cowboys need to word this contract carefully.
Yeah, they sure do. I'll tell you what he enjoyed doing at Utah. He enjoyed sacking quarterbacks. 34 career sacks, 24 the past 2 years. This past year in 2019, 13 sacks. 11 of those 13 sacks came when he was lined up as the right defensive end, going against left offensive tackles in college football, led to FBS. So when you project that to the Dallas Cowboys, what does that mean? It means he's going to rush off the right side opposite DeMarcus Lawrence. When you think about Brad Anae, you think about production and technique. That's what he is. Tremendous with his hands, tremendous at setting up offensive tackles, very good at going around the high side, swatting the hands down, and finishing. What hurt him, he had a slow 40 time, barely cracked 4.9 in the 40 at 6'3", 257 pounds, but he is a technician. He is a...
On 2nd and 10, Lindsey motions out. Lufau under pressure and sacked back at the 10. That's Bradley Anae, the true freshman out of Hawaii, who's been playing well enough lately to earn himself some more playing time.
Will end around for Michael Wilson, the freshman. He gets drilled by Bradley Anae. You know how important Bradley Anae is to this Utah defense.
Well, mark that as a failure for Stanford and a win for Anae because he is a great pass rusher. Stanford was thinking they catch him sleeping.
At the bottom of your screen. Wilson looked that way, now looks up, and now goes down. Bradley Anae, the Pac-12 leader in sacks. The third Utah sack of the night, and it comes down to this.
Well, these are the situations for Bradley Anae, the edge rusher, flourishes.
Costello, down he goes. Bradley Anae will get the sack he was seeking a year ago. Gets it on Costello.
Most of the night the Trojans have. Here on 3rd and 7. Pressure coming. Freaking troubling down. It's Bradley Anae. The two-time All-Pac-12 defensive end gets his 21st career sack.
3rd down and 5 for the Huskies. Browning. Backside heat. And he fumbled it. Got hit. Still loose. No signal yet. But there was a big hit by Bradley Anae.
Here it comes again. That ball's loose, and the Utes have it. Tyrone Young-Smith jarred it into the hands of Corian Ballard. A huge takeaway by Utah.
1st down and 10 at the 14-yard line. Montez looking. He wants Bobo. He doesn't see Anae, who strips the ball away, and Cody Barton recovers it. And the Utah defense steps up.
And a 1st down, so an empty backfield. And Daniels can't get out. Anae wasn't letting him go.
Falk with the pocket crumbling his sacks. Bradley Anae gets home.
Johnson's given Aiyuk 10 yards off the line of scrimmage. Doesn't matter. You can't block. It doesn't matter. Bradley Anae, second sack tonight.
With a 28-point lead after 3 quarters. As Anae gets in there on Spade, down he goes.
I know that Utah expects them to throw, but it's another run going nowhere. Bradley Anae, the sophomore from Hawaii, making the tackle.
Joshua Kelly, driven back, is hit hard by Bradley Anae.
We have another quarterback off the board, Mel. JMU. Ben DiNucci goes to the Dallas Cowboys, started his career at Pittsburgh.
He did, and Ben DiNucci finished up strong. You talk about a guy who won a lot of football games. You got a guy, like you talked about, I think Daniel Jeremiah mentioned Jake Delhomme, and I think that's the kind of guy that you're going to have to be if you're Ben DiNucci. Battle your way in, late round pick. He's a gutty kid. He hangs tough in that pocket. He's got that ability to beat you with his legs. That can surprise that defense there. He's a pretty accurate passer, and he spreads the wealth. He's got real good vision in the pocket, and he sees the field. Now, I think he's one of those overachieving quarterbacks that you wouldn't bet against. That's what you're talking about here in the 7th round. A guy that came out of a program that knows how to win football games. James Madison, a power at that 1AA level, and he was a heck of a quarterback for that football team, doing it both with his arm and with his legs and making accurate strikes under pressure. Didn't matter. This kid stepped up, and at that level, lower level competition, he got it done.
Woke up in the hills this morning, asking myself, how did I get here this morning? Vontae Parker in that teal and orange, and Russell in that golden purple, youngest from the Ville, important. I used to sit up in my room and pine.
Weber State when they're on offense. Lots of time for DiNucci. Now he's flushed. On the run, complete.
DiNucci steps up and gets away from pressure, and he's going to have the first down. Sideline with some daylight and into NC State territory, a crucial first and goal from the 5. DiNucci to Charlottesville over to Harrisonburg, and they're happy to have him here. DiNucci facing pressure, gets rid of it, and gets Josh Sims. Sharp is in the backfield. 3rd down. DiNucci, he's done this a lot today. He does it again. DiNucci tripped up inside the 15 by Jarius Moore. Just under 15 seconds left. DiNucci facing trouble. Getting away. Finds Stapleton again.
Dukes have 4 receivers in the pattern and a man back to block, and that is a beautiful
3-0 in this game. Now pressure on the backside, does get rid of it into the end zone, touchdown.
And Dukes go right back to the line of scrimmage. Going to float it up again. This is Polk. Polk making an adjustment. DiNucci snaps, throws. Stapleton. The official that got out of the way. Back to the action. Dukes moving quickly. And the open receiver.
Weber State brings some pressure. DiNucci into the end zone. I think they're still in the
backfield. Little receiver screen, complete.
DiNucci stands tall. Now he's going to get away. Got to watch, hang on to that football for Ben. Rolls out, throws. Got a man open. It is caught. Here's DiNucci with Jay Obase throwing over the middle. Touchdown.
DiNucci gets pressure, has to get it away, and has the
panic mode. They're continuing to let this offense play out.
DiNucci looking and has Dean. Dean streaking clear, and Dean inside the 40-yard line, and now will be 6 on 3rd down. DiNucci back, steps up, trouble, looks, now has some room. DiNucci uses the legs, crosses the first down marker, gets down close to the 20-yard line. Showing pressure, so DiNucci goes back, throws, looks, and ball is caught.
DiNucci has all kinds of time directing his receivers. That's Polk. Into the end zone.
2 tight ends on 1st down. DiNucci going downfield, and he completes. It's Dylan Stapleton. Iowa showing pressure.
They'll bring 4. Ben DiNucci to throw as a wide
of Monmouth. Pump and go route, but Polk was covered. Well defended by Monmouth. DiNucci extending, settling in, throwing, and connected.
Pressure coming. DiNucci in trouble. DiNucci able to slide out to his right. Throws on the run and complete as Dean hauls it in down to the 21-yard line.
Well, he didn't make the play before, but he was able to make this one. DiNucci again showing great escapability, getting outside of the pocket and threading that ball into Kendall Dean.